Hello everybody, it's your girl Matt Cox here, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you know whenever I drop a video. I'm dropping a lot of videos today. You will know because I am not that YouTuber who tries to change her clothes and pretend like they did it on separate days. I don't have time for that. I'm dropping a ton of videos and I'm dropping them today. So right now I want to talk to you guys about Christmas napkins or holiday napkins. They don't have to be Christmas. Holiday napkins. I made them two different ways. This video, we're going to talk about this one, which is definitely the more easy and faster way to do it. Super cute. Love it. It's thicker and it's fast. When I say fast, I mean fast. So this pattern, and there's a video on Shabby Fabrics website that shows you how to do it. Why do I do these? Because as a beginner, people like Shabby Fabrics with a huge following, with a huge studio, they can do it, but is it really something that I can do? You know, can a beginner person accomplish a nice result with the instructions? Are there things that they forgot to tell you? That kind of stuff. Like, maybe not. So I'm definitely going to link it down in the description bar. Go check it out. Tammy is a beast. Like, she knows what she's doing. She's been doing this a while and she makes great tutorials. And this one here was pretty much just as simple as she said it was. The part that I struggled with was trying to match the pattern. Like, you print it out on your computer and you match it up. When I tell you I had to put the video on pause and rotate a few times, and I'm a paper crafter. I don't know why I couldn't figure it out. But eventually I do. And it's simply just a half circle. The difference between this one and this one is that this circle is 8 1/4, and this circle, this half circle, semicircle, uses 8 1/2. And so you can't use, I was like, oh, maybe I could just use, no. You have to make an 8 1/2 inch semicircle. I mean, you don't have to, but I don't wonder what would happen if I use 8 1/4. I don't know. But this one here is a tutorial by Jordan Fabrics. Love them. This one here is a tutorial by Shabby Fabrics. It is fast. It is easy. You can make multiple super duper quick. I'm thinking maybe 30 minutes to do these guys, and that's cutting the fabric. Great instructions. Nothing to say about this. It's just as simple as that. It is a half circle that gets folded up, and bam, there you go. I really like the idea of just now using cloth napkins now that I know that I can make my own. Makes me very happy. All right, guys, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Again, please subscribe and leave comments down below. Let me know that you stopped by. Let me know what you think of the video. This is new, trying to film sewing. I can film arts and crafts pretty decent, but trying to film sewing is a whole nother beast. So let me know what you guys think. Again, you can always watch me slower. Just hit your settings and change the speed to slow or fast, whatever you want. All right, guys, thanks so much for tuning in. Bye-bye.
Okay, this is a super easy, super fast, super cute napkin. Now, I printed out the pattern from Shabby Fabrics websites under their free downloads. I will try to link it in the description. And now this is me trying to figure out what the heck they were talking about. Like, how do you put it together? I had no idea. It took me a minute, but I figured it out. So I went ahead and I chopped off to the dotted line for 2 of them. So I cut at the dotted line and then I just placed it right up against there until it met perfectly. And then I taped it in place with some nice clear masking tape. Nice and simple. And then I took the other piece, and as you can see, it's just nice, and this really wasn't complicated at all. I was complicating it, and put it on top of the paper and cut it. And this is an 8 1/4 inch radius half circle. So if you just wanted to make your own, it's just 8 1/4. And now I am making this more manageable, and I'm trimming off the excess. Not all the way to the line, just enough to make it manageable. And then I flip it over because I could feel the other parts lifting, and just tape them down, and bam, that is our pattern. I ordered some, like, what are these called? Thread glosses. I think they're called thread gloss from Robot Mom Sews, and I was smelling them for the first time. Pretty cool fragrances. Now I'm grabbing my holiday fabric and I'm choosing what color thread I want to use. And I use this thread for all of my holiday projects, so I just left it in there. Now I'm taking some of the fabric that I purchased and I am cutting it at the fold because I didn't need a lot. I should have left it like that because it turns out I ended up making way more napkins than I ever imagined. It got good to me and I was trying to figure stuff out. So you guys know, once I try something, I just keep going. I'm putting right sides together here, and then I'm going to freshen up the edge. Actually, I just decided to lay the pattern on top of the fabric pretty far back so that I know that I can get a clean edge there. And I go ahead and just, this is me cutting on the actual cut line now. And I am going to make this again more manageable and just cut it down. I could have easily gotten 2 napkins out of that one. I think I did half a yard. Now remember, right sides are together, so I'm working with 2, it's stacked. So there's the top and then the bottom is underneath there, and they are right sides together. So I cut them at the same time. And now I'm marking a place for me to start and stop to leave a hole, but I wasn't going to remember, so I just went ahead and put some pins there. And now I'm marking a 1/4 inch from that tip so that I know where to stop and pivot. So here we're going to make sure you backstitch right here, and you're just going to close it up. Stop at that 1/4 inch and then just ride with it. Sewing a curve is not as difficult as you might think it is. The feed dogs really do the work for you. And now we're just going to float down here, and we are going to be sure to backstitch because you're going to be turning this, and anytime you turn something, you're putting a lot of pressure right there and your seams will come undone. Now, just good measure is to clip a curve. If it's a curve, just going ahead and clip to the stitch line. Do not clip through them, just clip, just cut. Nothing special, just cut little cut marks to give it some space to breathe and lay flat. Otherwise, you might have some buckling. So anytime you have a curve, it's just best to clip to the seams. Not through the seams, not through your sew line, just to them. And now I'm using that purple thing. It's not purple. It's a knockoff purple thing, but I got it off of Amazon and it does the same thing. And I am just making sure to smooth out those edges and poke out little corners. And now I'm just fiddling with it and pushing them out and trying to make sure that I can get it kind of smooth. And I grab that iron and I'm actually ironing, not so much pressing here. And where we turned out, I just flipped it under just a little bit. So now we have to top stitch it closed. So we're going to top stitch all the way around. And again, with that curve, look at it. Feed dogs do the work. Smooth, nice and easy, not difficult at all. So I'm clipping off my extra strands here. I am going to press it nice and flat because we just finished sewing it. And now here comes the easy part. We're going to grab that pattern again. We're going to fold back. So you see the flat parts to the right. You're just going to fold back till you see where it says fold line. And then you're going to kind of do it in thirds. You're going to go back and forth, and bam. Just like that, you have a Christmas tree napkin. So we're going to take it off that little template and we're going to hit it with the iron. And it's a little asymmetrical, but that's okay. It kind of gives it a whimsical look. And bam, done. Thanks for hanging out with me. Hope you check out the next video.